Miss Ricardo,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes. Well, I brought my husband, Benny, for child support.
We're not
we have
actually,
4 kids.
we're separated, Your Honor.
We are still married, though. We have 4 kids, and he is zero responsible, and I need help.
I don't know what you talk about being zero
Excuse
responsible.
me, sir.
She's accusing me of stuff that is not true. I'm very responsible.
She hasn't said more than 3 words,
Exactly.
though. You haven't even given her a chance to speak.
Whatever.
Excuse me, are you referring to me saying whatever, or are you referring to her?
A marriage on the brink. For children watching their world unravel, Miss Ricardo comes to court with heartbreak in her voice, accusing her husband, Benny, of walking out on his family when they needed him most. Benny doesn't flinch. He insists he's the one holding things together, painting himself as the real provider. The courtroom crackles with tension, each side hurling blame like weapons. The judge slams her gavel, demanding order, demanding truth. Is this a case of abandonment or a web of lies spun to shift guilt? The answer will cut deep, because for these 4 children, the stakes couldn't be higher. Stay tuned. This is just the beginning.
You referring to me saying whatever, or are you referring to her?
No, Your Honor, I'm not. I was kind of just. That's one of my catchphrases. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, you might want to catch that mouth and keep it to yourself, because, you know, there's no need to be disrespectful to me. I haven't done anything. It's my job to listen to what you all are saying, and then make the best decision.
I got
Your
it.
Honor,
For the
this is
children.
the type of attitude I have to deal with. Every time I try to call him, every time I try asking for help, every time I try to ask him, hey, you know, at least call your kids, try to see, you know, if they're okay.
And how many kids do you all have?
4.
4
we have
kids.
4 kids. We have 2 girls and 2 boys.
The tension in the courtroom is thick. Benny smirks, tossing out a careless catchphrase that only fuels the judge's anger. Miss Ricardo's voice cracks as she lays it all out. Missed calls, unanswered texts, birthdays ignored, and 4 children left wondering where their father has gone. 2 girls, 2 boys, all carrying the weight of his absence. Benny tries to shrug it off, but every excuse sounds thinner than the last. The judge leans forward, eyes locked on him, demanding real answers. This isn't just about missed visits, it's about a pattern of neglect. And the moment of truth is closing in. Will Benny stand as a father or fall as a fraud? Keep watching.
How many kids do you all have?
4.
4
we have
kids.
4 kids. We have 2 girls and 2 boys.
I don't even know if one
ridiculous.
of them is mine, Your Honor. I don't even know if one of them is mine. One of them, the last one, that's the one, that's the camel, the straw that broke the camel's back, that last one. Because my drummer might have something to do with that. He was beating more than just drums.
Wow. I'm running out of tea up here. Ma'am,
No.
continue with your story.
So he is, like I said, zero responsible. And we have been together for 15 years.
Gasps ripple through the courtroom as Benny drops a bombshell. He questions if the youngest child is even his. Miss Ricardo doesn't hesitate, firing back with her own accusation, betrayal with a drummer. The air grows heavy, the walls closing in on 15 years of marriage, now teetering on collapse. The judge, calm but watchful, takes a slow sip of her tea as the chaos plays out before her bench. Secrets, lies, and broken trust are spilling into the open. What happens when love turns into a battlefield? The next move could change everything. Don't miss it.
He is, like I said, zero responsible. And we have been together for 15 years. He has been bringing people in and out of the house all the time, all these musicians, people he works with. I'm a teacher.
What does he do for a living?
He's a R&B singer.
Oh, okay.
He has a group.
Okay.
He started making it big, making all this money, and then he decides he wants to leave me. And then I started receiving calls from all these girls, you know, saying, hey, you know, I'm with him or whatever. I'm with Benny, you know, I don't care if he's your husband or whatever. And I'm thinking, what's going on? You know, because I didn't know about all these girls before that.
The plot thickens as Miss Ricardo takes the stand. A teacher by trade, she paints a picture of sacrifice, long nights grading papers while raising 4 children alone. She reveals Benny's R&B fame brought not only money but also women, strange late-night calls that shattered the very foundation of trust. While she juggled bills and bedtime stories, Benny lived large, chasing fame and comfort. The judge leans forward, eyes narrowing, sensing layers of deception beneath his confident front. Glitz and glamour might impress outsiders, but in this courtroom, responsibility speaks louder than fame. Will his flashy lifestyle cost him everything? The answers are coming. Stay locked in.
He's your husband or whatever, and I'm thinking, what's going on? Because I didn't know about all these girls before that. And I asked him about it.
That's how we met, Jackie.
We
met because you was a groupie.
I always ask you about it, and you always deny everything. But you know what? You are not responsible with your kids. I don't care if you're doing all these girls, okay? I need your help, money-wise. That's the type of attitude I have to deal with. He ignores everything I say. And my last kid is our kid, okay? I don't know. He just made up a whole story about a drummer.
That kid don't even look like me, Your Honor. He don't even look like me. Yeah, he dark like me, but he don't got my eyes. Look into my eyes, Your Honor.
Tempers flare as Miss Ricardo stands her ground, her voice trembling with both anger and exhaustion. She calls out Benny's endless denials, demanding the support their 4 children desperately need. Benny, refusing to bend, clings to his story, fixating on their youngest child's eyes as if that alone erases years of fatherhood. The courtroom crackles with raw emotion, every word cutting deeper. Miss Ricardo is fighting for stability, for food on the table and security for her kids, while Benny dodges responsibility behind shadows of doubt. The judge watches intently, her patience wearing thin. Will she see through Benny's excuses? The stakes have never been higher. Keep watching.
Got my eyes. Look into my eyes, Your Honor. If you was to see my kid, you wouldn't think that these eyes was his eyes. Because it ain't my kid.
He's
Jackie.
he's light-skinned, but he has some Latin in him too.
I couldn't tell by the eyes.
Well, I can't help that, yo.
So that is the reason I'm bringing him to court today. I need help with my 4 kids.
Okay. It sounds like you all need a lot more help than just with me here today. Benny, was it?
Yes, it's Benny.
Miss Ricardo's voice cracks as the weight of years comes spilling out. She pleads for help, describing the sleepless nights, the meals stretched thin, the loneliness of raising 4 children on her own. Across the room, Benny's excuses start to crumble, yet he clings desperately to paternity doubts, repeating the same defense as if it can shield him from responsibility. The judge studies them both, cutting through the noise with sharp eyes. This case isn't just about dollars. It's about stability, love, and the well-being of 4 children caught in the middle. The truth feels close, but the scars of betrayal and neglect linger heavy in the air. What will the ruling reveal? The next moment could redefine this family forever. Don't look away now.
Benny, was it?
Yes, it's Benny, Your Honor.
Benny, it's your turn. Tell me what your side is.
She wants all this money from me, and the truth of the matter is, Your Honor, it sounds like a lot of money, but I got other kids to take care of too. She ain't the only one. She knew I had kids before we got married.
No, I didn't.
Now let's talk about.
Now you calling me a liar?
Yeah, you are a liar.
I ain't a liar. You
yes,
a liar.
You are. You never
a
told me
bold-faced
that.
liar. She a bold-faced liar,
No, you
Your
never
Honor.
told me this. After our second child,
What is
then
a bold-faced
you
liar exactly?
Just look in her face and look how bold she is with what's coming out her mouth.
Oh.
Benny's world begins to collapse in real time. Under pressure, he admits to fathering other children, blindsiding Miss Ricardo after 15 years of marriage. Her face twists in shock before fury takes over. She calls him a liar, her voice echoing through the courtroom as gasps ripple from the crowd. The judge bangs for order, demanding focus, but the damage is done. Accusations cut like knives, and the foundation of their marriage crumbles with each revelation. How many children has Benny been hiding all these years? The truth is slipping through his fingers, and the courtroom is about to explode. Stay with us.
Her face, and look how bold she is with what's coming out her mouth.
Oh, okay. Well, Benny, we're going to focus on the facts, okay? We are not going to name call or anything like that. That does not help the situation. Now, my question to you is, how much money are you making?
My net worth is only $500K.
Only?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I got some investments that the money's tied up in, and I can't get it out right now. And taking care of these other two for sure that I know is mine. It's hard out there. It's hard out there for an entertainer.
So you all have 4 kids together and you have 2 other children?
2 other children.
The judge locks eyes on Benny, cutting through his tangled web of excuses. He insists his $500,000 net worth is tied up, money on paper but never in reach. Yet the revelation of 2 other children he must support leaves Miss Ricardo reeling. 15 years of marriage, and he never told her. The courtroom grows still, tension hanging like smoke as the judge leans forward. Facts, not stories, are what matter now. Benny's wealth may be real, but so are his responsibilities. Will his money shield him from accountability, or will it drag him under? The ruling is moments away. Don't miss it.
You have 4 kids together and you have 2 other children?
2 other children, yeah.
All right. How are those the only 2 children that, so you have a total of 6 kids?
I lost
More.
count, so, but, you know,
And
yeah,
I never
know
knew
for 2
about
for
all
sure.
this.
Wait a minute. You lost count of the number of children that you have?
You know, it was
And
in,
you
know,
all
in my
been
younger-
married 15 years?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, when I was younger, it was some stuff that you know,
And
I'm
I
an
never
entertainer,
knew about
you know.
it, Your Honor. He never told me any of this.
So I was on some of that medicinal stuff that was for my eyesight, because I asked you to look in my eyes and you could see that some of the stuff.
A jaw-dropping confession silences the room. Benny admits he's lost count of his own children. Miss Ricardo's face crumbles, her trust shattered beyond repair. He scrambles for excuses, blaming medicinal stuff for his reckless past, but the judge's eyes stay sharp. No excuses, no distractions, just the raw truth. The courtroom holds its breath, every second heavier than the last. How does a family recover from betrayal this deep? The chaos has reached its peak, and the final verdict is about to drop. Stay tuned. The end is near.
So I asked you to look in my eyes and you could see that some of the stuff, but anyway, the medicinal stuff that I was using.
I wasn't sure what I saw,
It did
actually.
something. It did something, and I kind of lost count. But I know for 2 for sure
Okay. So
that I'm taking care of.
2? Oh my God. You're unbelievable.
So, this is what we're going to do. Health insurance, who pays it?
Me.
You don't pay health insurance making $500,000?
I told you, Your Honor, my money is wrapped up in things, and I'm trying to make more money for all of us,
Excuses.
even the
So-
one that ain't mine.
Health insurance isn't important to you for your children?
It's
The gavel hovers, ready to fall as Miss Ricardo pleads for her children's future, her pain raw and undeniable. Benny scrambles, insisting his $500,000 net worth can't even cover health insurance, but the judge isn't buying excuses. The courtroom is no stage for whistling, rapping, or side dramas. This is about 4 children and their right to stability. When Benny tosses out numbers, $950, $9,950, the judge snaps, threatening contempt of court for both if the chaos continues. With authority, she makes it clear, child support will be calculated by the law, not by theatrics. Benny squirms under the weight of his own words, his fortune now turned into a responsibility he can no longer avoid. The judge slams the gavel, dismissing them with a warning. Waste your time again, and contempt will follow. But even as the case closes for today, it feels far from over. Part 2 promises more secrets, more betrayal, and a fight that's only just beginning.